My poem is Ozymandias by Mary Shelley. No, not Mary, Percy Shelley. The speaker describes a meeting with someone who has traveled to a place where ancient civilizations once existed. We know from the title that he's talking about Egypt. The traveler told the speaker a story about an old statue in the middle of the desert. The statue is broken apart, but you can still make out the face of a person. The face looks stern and powerful, like a ruler. The sculptor did a good job at expressing the ruler's personality. The ruler was a wicked guy, but he took care of his people. On the pedestal near the face, the traveler reads an inscription on which the ruler Ozymandias tells anyone who might happen to pass by, basically, look around and see how awesome I am. But there is no evidence of his awesomeness in the vicinity of the giant broken statue. There's just a lot of sand as far as the eye can see. The traveler ends his story. So the poem goes like this. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of a cold command tell that its sculptor with those passions red, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone and level sands stretch far away. This is regarded once one of Percy Shelley's greatest poems. I like this poem because it has a strange effect with it, but it still keeps its emotions with it. It fulfills all the requirements of a sonnet, and throughout the poem it expresses imagination, beauty, and love, all while giving the reader a bit of vagueness. I see why this is such a great poem, because it really goes deep inside you and pulls out your imagination.
My favorite poem has always been, it's a poem called Who, and it's a mystical poem, and that's why I like it so much. Was always enchanted by it when I was Siddharth's age, when I was 15 years old, and I started reciting that in our church. Um, Talks about the mysticity of life and connects it to nature. In the blue of the sky, in the green of the forest, whose is the hand that has painted this earth? When the winds were asleep in the womb of the ether, who was it who aroused them and bade them to glow? He is lost in the heart, in the cavern of nature, in the beautiful net of the stars he is lost, in the beauty of a woman, in the laugh of a boy, in the blush of a girl. The hand that sends Jupiter spinning through heaven spends all its cunning fashioning a curl. These are his works, his ways, and his shadows, and he resides in all of us. Um, so whenever I do my prayers, takes me back sometimes to that poem and connects me a little bit more to the life around us through that way.